I mean, it's just I think Islam Makhachev is a better version of Bilal. I think his striking on the feet is I think it's more. I even think it's easier. The striking on the feet, I think it's easier than Bilal because he'll stay in one stance. He's more traditional style. But yeah, he's the pound for pound number one. So it's a tough fight. But I guess we'll watch all his fights again, make a solid game plan, and then just start working at it. From pretty much now, I'm going to start working on ways to beat him, different ways to get back to my feet, stuff in the takedown. But I'm pretty confident I can get this one done.
Jack Della Maddalena is wasting no time making waves after becoming the UFC welterweight champion. Fresh off his huge win at UFC 315, the Aussie star responded to Islam Makhachev's call-out. And his message was short and sharp. Come get it. Makhachev, the reigning lightweight king and pound-for-pound number one, had his eyes set on moving up for a potential super fight. But Jack didn't shy away from the challenge. In fact, he welcomed it. Speaking to the media, Della Maddalena said he sees Islam as a beautiful challenge and made it clear he's motivated to step in with him. Even more, Jack added that he'd like to get one back for his fellow Aussie, Alexander Volkanovski, who twice fell short against Makhachev. This kind of crossover fight has fans buzzing. On one side, you've got Islam Makhachev, a dominant grappler with a suffocating style who's already proven himself against elite strikers. On the other, Jack Della Maddalena, one of the slickest boxers in MMA today, a guy riding a wave of momentum with a dangerous finishing ability. It's striker versus grappler at the absolute highest level. The question now, will the UFC actually book this super fight? Makhachev seems hungry to test himself at welterweight, and Jack looks more than willing to welcome him to the division. If this matchup happens, it could be one of the biggest fights of the year.
I mean, thinking about an Islam fight, I mean, how much do you think you showed that maybe him and his team will kind of be worried about, and like how you were able to stop certain things with Bilal in there? Do you think this is a great foundation for a fight like that?
Yeah, Islam's I think it's a good practice match for Islam.
And I guess just last thing, what would it kind of say about you if you can go in a 2-fight span from not being the champion to beating Bilal, who I think is, up there in pound for pound, to beating the number one pound for pound fighter in the world?
It's a pretty good, good run, but it's just the beginning. I think beating Islam would be this is just the beginning.
And Islam's already tweeted at you a few times, and like the most recent one, he says, "You're not Volk. I'll show you there at different levels. Keep my belt clean." Do you have any response to Islam?
No, come get it. Come get it.
Islam Makhachev has once again reminded the MMA world why he's the pound-for-pound king. Fresh training footage of the lightweight champion has surfaced, and fans are calling it a direct warning to newly crowned welterweight champ Jack Della Maddalena. The video shows Makhachev in the gym looking sharper than ever, mixing crisp striking combinations with his trademark grappling pressure. Every clip highlights the Dagestani's relentless pace and suffocating style, the very weapons that have carried him to the top of the sport. And while Makhachev didn't mention Della Maddalena by name in the footage, the timing couldn't be more obvious. With Jack holding the welterweight belt and already responding to Islam's challenge, the message is clear. I'm coming for that second title. Della Maddalena has proven himself one of the slickest boxers in MMA, but Makhachev's training showcase was a statement that Jack's striking won't matter once the fight hits the mat. The lightweight champ's transitions, his top pressure, and his improved stand-up are all on display, making fans believe he could dominate at 170, just like he's done at 155. If the UFC books this super fight, it won't just be champion versus champion. It will be grappler versus striker at the highest level. And after seeing this latest footage, many believe Islam Makhachev is sending a chilling warning. He's ready to prove there are levels to the game, and Jack Della Maddalena is about to find out.
Делаем, скорость. Делаем. Работа. 5 секунд, давай. 5 секунд.
Давай.
Молодцы, похлопали.
Полгода. Так?
Да, здесь уже одно слово двигается.
Давай 10 раз.
Давай, давай.
Одной рукой.
At the 1-minute mark in the build-up, Islam Makhachev has already started sending out some warning shots in Jack Della Maddalena's direction. The lightweight champion made it clear that if this super fight happens, he intends to show the new welterweight king what he means when he talks about different levels and keeping the belt clean. For many fighters, that kind of statement from one of the most dominant champions in the sport would be enough to plant a seed of doubt. But for Jack Della Maddalena, it's the complete opposite. The Aussie contender isn't rattled by Makhachev's words at all. In fact, he sees the champ's confidence as fuel to push even harder. To Jack, the talk of different levels doesn't feel like intimidation. It feels like motivation. He knows Islam is a pound-for-pound great. He knows the challenge that comes with taking on a Dagestani wrestler in his prime, but none of that makes him hesitate. If anything, it only sharpens his focus. Della Maddalena has been quick to point out that he's not in this sport to play it safe or take easy fights. He welcomes the idea that Makhachev might be underestimating him, because to Jack, that could be the biggest mistake Islam could make. Once the Octagon door shuts, all the social media jabs, all the interviews, and all the so-called mind games won't matter anymore. It'll come down to skill, grit, and who wants it more on fight night. So while Makhachev continues to project dominance and issue warnings, Della Maddalena stands firm, confident that his striking, composure, and relentless pace will speak for themselves. And that's exactly what makes this brewing champion versus champion clash so compelling. One man sending messages through training and talk, and the other quietly smiling, waiting for the chance to let his fists deliver the reply.
You said saying that you'll get it done for Volk. I like that unity.
Yeah.
He was then coming back and saying, like, you know, keep my belt clean and you're not on his level. What do you think he believes this? Here's some of it. You are not Volk. I will show you different level. Keep my belt clean. Do you think he respects you? What do you think?
I don't know. I reckon he's going to underestimate me as well.
You like that, though?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, for sure. But it doesn't really matter what he thinks. We're going to...
Jack Della Maddalena continues to make headlines, and this time, it's not just inside the Octagon. Recent footage from training camp shows the new welterweight champion rolling on the mats with none other than Craig Jones, one of the best Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners in the world. For fans who've labeled JDM as just a striker, these clips tell a different story. During the session, Jack showcased slick grappling transitions, defensive awareness, and even locked up a tight Darcy choke on Jones that put the BJJ ace to sleep. While it was all part of a hard training round, the moment exploded online, fueling the narrative that Jack's ground game is far more dangerous than people give him credit for. Craig Jones, of course, is no stranger to the MMA world. He's worked closely with Alexander Volkanovski and has built a reputation as one of the best submission artists on the planet. For Jack, getting rounds in with a grappler of that caliber isn't just about sharpening skills, it's about proving to himself and the fans that he can hang with the very best on the ground. This type of training adds another layer to the potential super fight with Islam Makhachev. While Islam is widely regarded as the most dominant grappler in MMA today, JDM's work with Craig Jones shows he's not walking into that fight unprepared. His striking may still be his bread and butter, but now fans are starting to believe his grappling could surprise a lot of people. So, is this just good preparation? Or could Jack Della Maddalena's grappling actually be the X factor if he steps into the cage with Islam Makhachev? One thing's for sure, training with Craig Jones is sending a clear message. JDM is leveling up everywhere, and he's not afraid to test himself against the very best.
I mean, I've
Taking
been
all the
working.
credit for
Yeah,
it.
he's taking all. Nah, he helped me a lot. He's a smart guy, and he was he helped us a lot. Just he didn't come in and want me to change my whole style, but he just watched me grapple and just told me where he thinks I'm good at, and then he obviously tweaked some stuff, gave us a couple of stuff to work on, but yeah, just the beginning working with Craig as well. So we'll keep.
This was the first time.
No, I've probably maybe 3 or 4 separate occasions.
Okay, first time he corners you.
But yeah,
And you liked it.
yeah, it was great. I had the OG corners, and then obviously being a main event championship, we had the +1, so we thought he was a great man for the job. It's not like he's he's been in the corner before, so it wasn't new for him, and he's helped us out a lot. So it was a good corner.
Jack Della Maddalena shocked fans when footage surfaced of him putting his own jiu-jitsu coach, Craig Jones, to sleep with a Darcy choke during training. While it all happened in a controlled gym setting, the moment went viral because Craig is one of the most respected submission grapplers in the world, and it showed just how far Jack's ground game has come. Known primarily for his slick boxing, the new welterweight champion is now proving he's developing into a complete mixed martial artist, capable of holding his own even with elite-level grapplers. With talk of a potential super fight against Islam, Makhachev heating up, this training clip sends a clear message. Jack Della Maddalena isn't just relying on his hands. He's leveling up everywhere and preparing for the toughest challenges ahead.
Jack Della Maddalena puts jiu-jitsu coach Craig Jones to sleep.
Joe Rogan's ears perked up when he saw Jack Della Maddalena's latest training footage. Rolling hard, throwing sharp counters, moving with purpose. Rogan was genuinely impressed by how driven Jack looks. No fluff, no showboating, just work. He's seen enough fighters who look great in the gym, but when Rogan sees intensity meeting technical polish, he knows something's different. At the same time, Rogan often brings up Islam Makhachev and the Dagestani discipline, how fight camps are stripped of distractions. Every move has purpose. When you put that side by side with Jack's recent camp highlights, Rogan seems to suggest that JDM is stepping into a space where words won't cut it. Only what happens when the cage closes. So when Rogan reacts, and not just with praise but with that knowing nod, it tells you, Jack Della Maddalena isn't just training hard. He's showing the kind of commitment you need to take on someone like Islam Makhachev.
He's very good at striking too. He's like one of the best in the sport at mixing up shots from the body to the head, because so many fighters, for whatever reason, are headhunters because you can knock a guy out with one shot. But Jack is so good at mixing shots up to the body and to the head. He just breaks guys.
And that's it for today's breakdown, fight fans. What do you think about Jack Della Maddalena's rise? And could he really shock the world against Islam Makhachev? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the latest fight news and breakdowns. This is Octagon HQ, your home for everything MMA.